Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So this is another overdue, so let's get right to it. I'm going to talk about my college experience, part 3. Yes, get right to the video. I always say this, guys. The third year was super crazy as heck. What the heck, man? It was crazy. I mean, crazy consider that everything's going. So after the summer, after we finished my second year, everything, I wasn't sure after I didn't have my CS in math and I failed it, so it sucks. No, this is where I learned a couple of stuff. I learned that I could do foundation math 1 and 2. I didn't even know that. No, I heard it before, but I didn't know you could do it or CS math. And I always say this, if I knew this, I would have done it earlier when I was in my first year. I started put myself in this predicament. I'm like, what the hell am I in this position for? No, and I wasn't sure to do the bachelor in management information systems. So it was when I started school, it was crazy as it, man. I mean, I ended up somehow, with the love of God, that I get to do my third year, despite me not having CS math and everything. And not only I could do my bachelor's, I could do my Unit 1 and Unit 2 simultaneously. When I did Unit 1, it was online. It was in the day. Those classes were in the day. Yeah, because I was my bachelor courses. And the challenges courses I had to do with Calculus 1, cost and accounting management, and management accounting, software engineering, and another course. I did that 4. I'm another course right now, but I did 4. So I go back, I remember. But the only one course I failed was Calculus 1. So this course again, short. I did 4 plus Unit 1 for foundation math. That's 5. What's this? Oh, Web 3. Yes, Web Development 3. Got it. Yeah. So, I would tell you, these courses were challenges here, man, especially coursework and everything. And it was crazy. Calculus 1, I was after school start, just doing my thing. And then down the stretch, that I had class online, I'm like, oh, I can't bother, yeah, man. I try to record them as a measure. I was like, I can't bother. And when I was doing I thought it was crazy, man, because mentally, and then it was crazy. And I thought it was getting crazier and crazier as we're going on. I didn't know how to describe it, but it's super crazy. And I would say it was getting crazy as we went along. Like this is where my class was in the evenings now. This is what I'm doing part time. I was doing part time. I'm still doing part time now in my final year, but I was doing part time. That's where I started my part time really. So a lot of stuff was going on and things like that, and looking at it, and then I always say this for sure, because look at this whole thing. No, when I did the exam the time, I had a class. I had to do calculus 1 and foundation of math unit 1. Now that day when I did the exam, y'all, I wasn't feeling so good. I never feel so good, but things like crazy. And by the time I get to the calculus 1, shoot, I was already worn out. But somehow I managed to carry one of them in time. I couldn't carry calculus 1 in time. Ugh. Yeah, but fortunately, now the mistake I made was a couple of stuff. I didn't tell my lecturer that I had a clash. I should have let him know that was a mistake. I should have let him know prior to the exam start and everything. Now, fortunately, I did let the head of the exam department know that I had a clash. So they worked out and everything. But another thing was challenging that the classmate I had, I still have now, most of them were working. So they were working full time and everything. So that's another challenge, working with someone who's working and school simultaneously. I'm only doing school. So that's another challenge. So we were playing that challenge, and then, I mean, stuff was going on to a point where I was just like, you got to be kidding me. Shit. Because it's like, stuff was going on, and it was one of those moments where it was always something. So when the exam come, I was like, it summarized how just the story was going on. It was summarized everything. It was always something. And anytime, guys, it was always something that should frustrate anybody. As I said, I ended up finding I passed in 4 to 5. Dude, when I did cost and management accounting, yo, that was challenging. I said, man, especially the exam. No, man. He said so much challenging, man. I was like, crap. But I ended up passing 4 to 5. That's similar stuff. But this is where everything was going on. Sports day, yeah, I'll do this channel I should have done a long time ago. That's an overdue topic. I'm gonna talk about it with us and then. Yeah, at sports day. This was where I went to a retreat. The topic on that, the plenty of overdue topics I should have done a while now. Now the other semester now, I was doing calculus 2. What was I was doing again? Oh, computer programming Java, e-commerce, and what was I doing? I was doing something else. Can't remember right now. I also was doing Unit 2, foundation of Unit 2. I passed Unit 1 the first semester. So I was doing Unit 2 and stuff like that. Oh yeah, project management. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, guys. I never thought of the project management again. This time in bachelor's, because I recall the project management my first year, the second semester my first year. And when I did that, when I checked the notes, yo, it was long. I said, man, I was saying it was long. I'm like, what? This was long. I said, man. But I managed to pass our course. So I did project management bachelor's this time, and when I did it, it was challenging. I was especially exam. Now it was manageable, but the way the question it was lengthy, I couldn't really finish the question. When I did some of those exams, y'all, I was like, yo, somebody you need more than 3 hours. The last hour was calculus 2. When I did 4 hours, someone ended up passing that course. Yo, I ended up passing that course someone. I thought I failed that course because down the stretch, stuff was going on crazy. I was doing tutor class and everything. Say that I did when I did calculus 1, tutor class. And there were moments where I couldn't because something happened, another person in and everything, and stuff like that. And that person was a PCB, man. I really appreciate that person for making time because I'm like, the semester schedule was tight. Instead of having tutor class at the time. It really meant a lot. I really liked a lot of stuff that, especially about the principle of I need to applying the CSM, apply it to calculus 1 and 2 and stuff like that. And stuff like that. I ended up passing calculus 2, and that was one of my most challenging courses. Calculus 1 calculus 2 was one of my challenging courses. I passed one of them. And the another course I failed was computer programming Java. I failed that. I passed Unit 2 for foundation math. So I passed Unit 1, Unit 2. Yeah, this by the craziness and everything. I also during that semester, I actually spoke to some students about TJ students about autism. That was really good. I got the opportunity to do that. Plus, what I did not say also was in the first semester thing, in my third year, I got to speak to social students about autism as well. Then when the second year, what I talk about the second semester, they were in the third year. They're in the fourth year now. They're doing TP. I would say I hope that they're doing all right and everything. I'm sure TP is stressing, but they'll be all right. So now this is another craziness that I didn't expect. I have a third semester. I had a third semester. I was like, what? I thought the semester was done. I couldn't wait to finish up the exam and everything because when I did the computer Java exam, it was challenging. And plus I was coughing like crazy this time. I wasn't really sneezing. I was coughing this. I'm like, yeah. Crap. Yeah, it was crazy, man. But I ended up passing 4 to 5 again. Third semester, no. Summer semester, no. Just guys, to show you how crazy third year been. After that summer semester. Plus, I have found out during that time, I believe, that I have Unit 3 for foundation math to do. I'm like, what? Again? Yo! I'm like, again, it's always something. But look, obstacles can be there at the end of the day. Obstacles can be there. It doesn't. I always say this, guys. I just get to a point where I don't care how much obstacles I have to deal with. I could do 100 obstacles and I'm gonna overcome them. Well, the help of God, that is. So third semester now, I did 3 courses this time. I don't know business. So I did administrative communication, macroeconomics, and human resource management course, respectively. No, what makes it challenging was that it was during the day and summer. Now, in the summer, I like to chill, relax, and do my thing and stuff I love to do. So I had to do courses during the summer and everything. It was challenging. I had to try and enjoy summer while I tried to do my summer courses and do my coursework and everything. So yeah, that's how challenging it was. And it was online, nevertheless. But nevertheless, I was saying, no, when I got September after the end of the summer, no, when I did the exam then, no, I said it was giving issues. Now I'm better, I will do it. Whatever the day is, that's the exam. But it was rescheduled because complication items. At the other part of the day when everyone else had exam, I'm like, you got to be kidding. I was like, open running so I get this exam over with so I can focus on my final year. So get those exams them done. No, I had 2 whatever exam I had. One exam I didn't have for, and that was administrative communication. I ended up getting an A in that course. I passed that course. I was like, no, when I did that course, it was a lot. We had to do numerous of courseworks. Most of the groups. The last course was a conference. And yeah, most of our group work. We did one university test, I passed that test and everything. And so that. But then there was a passed that course. Macroeconomics, that was challenging, especially the exam, but passed that course. I did human resource management, obviously that's less challenging course. We did case study question, about 3 courses, we did a presentation and everything. To do multiple presentations and stuff like that. And I passed that course. No, I would say this. I had to pass those courses. I couldn't fail anymore because I didn't feel too prior. So I had to pass everything, which I did. I got my sorry, September, October, which the time was. I know. Hence why I'm in my final year. It's been a journey. I don't know if you're never I'll get there. More of the story. It doesn't matter the circumstance and what happens. If life happens, which is likely, you still have to keep going. It doesn't want to happen. You have to put your mindset and say, you know what? I have this to do. After school, I have this college to finish. I have this, so you're going to do this and do that. And it doesn't matter how long it takes you. You get me? It doesn't matter how long it takes you. I would say it's one thing for this, it doesn't matter how long it's going to take me. I'm a graduate one day because why? I graduated in primary school. I graduated in high school. I know I'm on the verge of graduating in college. So for me to graduate in primary and high school, we can graduate in college too. And college is the highest level. And yet still despite if I'm holding my own. Well, because I couldn't do it without support and guidance over that. I mean, I always say this, we probably say I've evolved since I've been at Money College. I've learned that about myself and everything. I would say also, when you put yourself out there, you can learn a whole lot. You can gain a lot of experiences when you put yourself out there. Then when you don't put yourself out there, you don't really get much experience as you want if you put yourself out there. So you have to take risks. A lot of times, to get real hard, you have to take risks a lot of times. So another video. Yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the notification for upcoming videos.